Today, you can hear such a phrase from many people: how good it is to be a boss. You hand out tasks and instructions, you throw off, delegate your work to subordinates, and after they have done everything, you report and receive a bonus. Plus, the management has a higher salary, and there doesn't seem to be much to do. Sit at meetings with a smart look and sign papers. And the bosses are not late, but delayed. Not life, but a fairy tale. At the same time, an ordinary employee plows like an ox. You cannot be late. Smoke breaks are reduced, tasks are only thrown, and no one is willing to pay overtime. Why is this happening? And how to get out of this vicious circle? In the business world and any corporate environment, there is often a phenomenon when all the laurels go to the bosses, while line employees remain in the shadows. This causes a sense of injustice and frustration among those who do not receive proper recognition for their contributions. But if you delve deeper into this topic, it becomes clear. It is good where we are not. The truth is that in most companies, few people are satisfied. It seems to the head that employees are lazy, and to subordinates that the boss receives money for his work done by someone else. Most often, this situation occurs where employees have been holding the same position for a long time without moving up the career ladder. Simply put, as you got a job, it doesn't matter if you are a specialist or a department head, you have been working in one place for many years. But a person who has gone a certain way from an ordinary employee to a management team can appreciate the ratio of duty and salary. It doesn't matter whether the head of the department or the director of the company. A person in a senior position closes the next volume of tasks. First, he is responsible for the work of his employees. It would seem that there is nothing difficult here. People are working, you are in control. But if a specialist has a question about completing a task, he goes with it to the head. If one of the many interrelated processes has deadlines that are moving out, or deadlines are burning, this should be settled by the head. If your department has not fulfilled the monthly plan, the head receives a cap from his superiors. So it's not just standing over your soul while an employee fills out a spreadsheet in Excel. Second, organizes the work of the team to fulfill the plans. A line employee or a specialist is most often faced only with their own tasks, which may overlap with the tasks of colleagues in the department, while the head sees the work of the entire link of the company more systematically, which allows him to competently coordinate all work processes within his line. Thanks to this, plans are fulfilled for which employees are often rewarded. The company's goals are achieved and the business as a whole is developing. The third, forms a strong team. When the team works harmoniously, the efficiency of completing the tasks increases. The head analyzes the work efficiency and personal qualities of employees, finds an approach to each subordinate, motivates and selects specialists whose knowledge and skills complement each other. Also, subsequently, it is the boss who influences the employee's career advancement. Fourth, performs the function of a connecting link. Large companies have their own hierarchy among management positions. Therefore, the head of the department, branch, direction, and so on is always responsible for the results of work in front of his superiors. He also coordinates changes in work processes, work with partner companies, vacations, reduction or expansion of the team, and many other important but invisible issues. Often, all these processes do not concern line specialists, which means that they cannot observe the direct work of the boss every day. Because of this, you may get the impression I work, but he earns. At the same time, narrow specialists, due to the specifics of their work, can earn on a par with the management team. But even here, salaries are not taken from the ceiling. The company pays such an employee for his knowledge, skills, and experience, which result in high-quality work in a certain direction. Simply put, the statement bloggers make huge bucks for nothing is inherent only to those who are not immersed in this area. From the outside, any job looks simple, but how much effort and time is invested to become a good specialist? Some people spend years studying to enter the profession, and then they gain experience and update their knowledge all the time, because the direction is developing by leaps and bounds. Demand in the market also decides a lot. Drivers of special equipment, builders, industrial climbers, and other applied specialists, that is, working directly offline and with their hands, also receive a lot. In some cases, there are even more employees from the computer services sector, and these conditions are dictated by a terrible shortage of personnel in almost all industries. If you want to receive a high salary, it is important to remember, more money means more responsibilities. Each of us has a choice and opportunities to break out to a new level of income. Option 1. You can gather your strength, set a goal, and begin to develop the necessary qualities, skills, and abilities. It's long and difficult, but it will allow you to change your position within your company, and maybe even choose a radically new field of activity. One way or another, in any case, you will come to a new job as a beginner. And this is difficult not only from the point of view of additional responsibilities, but also morally. After all, for some time you were already confidently a good specialist, and now you need to start everything from scratch. By the way, in order to learn something, it is not necessary to take a loan for courses from another school. All information is available for free on the internet. But will you have the discipline and perseverance to learn everything you need on your own? Option 2. Before cutting from the shoulder, it is better to analyze your current responsibilities. Maybe there are ways to optimize your work and free up some time and effort. For example, to introduce new tools, use high technologies, GPT Chat, Midjourney, and so on. Also, answer yourself a few questions as honestly as possible. How many tasks do you complete per month? How long does it take you? Can you take on additional work for a separate fee? And most importantly, do you want it? Do you have the skills and capabilities to take up some kind of management position? For example, to become a project manager or head of a department. Zeep Tools will help you do a little research on your own work. Time tracking shows how many hours you spend on each task. The time spent report will help you calculate efficiency based on the number of working hours and completed tasks. Sorting projects by responsible people will identify employees responsible for many projects and allow them to be unloaded. Perhaps some interesting project will be handed over to you. The Employee Tasks report will help you track the performance of tasks created and closed in exact numbers. The Employee Workload report will show which employees can be assigned additional tasks and which ones should be sent on vacation. And this is only a small part of the examples. If you feel the strength and desire to advance in your career and cope with additional responsibility, you can always approach the management with this proposal. In most companies, proactive employees are appreciated.